what's good, bro? So we've got a bit of a problem. We've got a bit of a problem. It seems that people are claiming that Sasha Keable is a culture vulture. If you don't know who Sasha Keable is, let me put you on game real quick. Sasha Keable, basically R&B soul singer from London. She's Colombian and surrounded by usually a bunch of Africans and Jamaicans. Just as a preface, not saying anything yet. I think somebody saw her color show and they were like, oh, this is just another white woman cosplaying as a black woman. This is probably what people are referencing, right? I understand off looks. She does look very melanin deficient, and she is, but she is Colombian. You know, whatever that means for anyway, right? If we're just looking at the fit, hold up. I wish I had a pencil on this shit. But if we look at the jewelry, if we look at the shoulder pads, right? Then it does give like cosplaying Shabba Ranks. It does it does give cosplaying Shabba Ranks. But I don't think that's the situation. I don't think that's the situation at all. I think being around that environment kind of just does that to you. Putting the wardrobe out to the side, right? She can sing. She can sing her ass off. I'm gonna just put that out there. I fully understand people saying like, if this is your first ever interaction with Sasha Keable, this does look crazy. You just see a woman with light tattoos, a lot of jewelry, an updo, like she's off of Baps, and shoulder pads and baggy jeans. I understand that. But to come back to Angel's point, he said, I don't really think there's a such thing as a culture vulture. People are inspired by their environment, where they're from, where they grew up, and where they are in life. That there's some truth and falsehood in that, in my opinion, right? I think that there is a such thing as a culture vulture, but I do think your upbringing does, influence that quite a bit. If you just look at historical events, you have rock and roll, which has notoriously been stolen from black people. You have house music that has been essentially stolen, but it's kind of getting reclaimed by black people. Basically told, if you listen to these things, doo-wop music, all of these different genres that we love today that have been basically taken from that culture and co-opted into a newer tone, if you will. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be defensive about the artists that are singing in that genre. That's just natural. Vultures, in my opinion, land in the camp of like Elvis Presley. I do still think Drake is a culture vulture. I'm going to put that out there. You have a few artists in like the early 2000s that were trying to be, black boy groups, and it didn't pan out that way. It's very much giving like the Beach Boys, doing doo-wop music. Like that's what I think a lot of people are afraid of when it comes to anybody who is not African American coming into the culture. That being said, Sasha Keable, in my opinion, is not. Just by the wardrobe alone, right? Because I'm not a huge fashion guy. Hey, bro, Drake is a culture vulture. He's the guy that bops around the hip hop industry taking people's flows. That's the reality of it. He's good at it. I'm not going to deny he's good at it. But that's the real shit. So I'm not a fashion guy fully, but if you look at her wardrobe, the heavy chains and all that are very 90s dancehall. If you look at her wardrobe, right, heavy chains, shoulder pads, that's 90s dancehall through and through. And if you guys don't know, there's a huge Jamaican population in London. There's a massive Jamaican population in London because of historical events. There's a reason for that. But so you gotta consider that some of the African American influences and Jamaican influences transferred not only to Africa but also to the UK. So I just want to put that out there. I don't think Sasha Keable is a culture vulture, but it's natural that people are protective of, the culture, as they should be. I feel like Drake is the most recognizable simply because Drake uses other cultures mostly to his advantage, while other artists take inspiration from the sound rather than the sound completely. Absolutely. Drake, the reason And you know, I hate to be that guy to harp on Drake, but it's necessary because he is a vulture. Drake is such a culture vulture that he's perfected the art. Like he's actually when he first popped out, it sounded like something completely new, at least to me. Like let's go early Drake. There we go. This it sounded new. Like that sounds kind of crazy, right? But in the later years, let me just look up his discography real quick, right? If you look at his discography, albums, we're going further and further back. You have So Far Gone, then What a Time to Be Alive. First off, I'm surprised he doesn't have his mixtape on here, but you know, that's hit or miss. I think like right here, the 2011 album, no, actually, the 2013 album was the last true authentic Drake project, in my opinion. You've got any album after that heavily influenced by Atlanta or Houston. That's just me keeping it a bean. Wait, time out, what? The same with Dominicans and Puerto Ricans in Italy. Is that a thing? I didn't know about this. Are Italians stealing Dominican and Puerto Rican swag? I didn't fucking know this. Please educate me. In the meantime, we're gonna go to this other culture vulture situation. You said Sophie. Let me see what you said. Sophie Hunter. Oh, what the fuck? Is she mixed or is she like Scottish? What's going on? Or is she Cuban? See, I know some red-haired Cubans. They go kind of crazy. It's hard living in an environment where a lot of mixed other and not be affected. Yeah. And see that's the thing I want people to understand. There is nothing wrong with being influenced by your upbringing, but I think the problem people have is like the cone-bred people. Like you can tell their accent, their dialect is really like an amalgamation of bullshit. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck Sophie Hunter is. I'm gonna keep it being. Oh, what? There's so much to there's so much to unpack with that statement. So you're telling me Italian, the pasta the pasta and racist towards African Italians are stealing Dominican and Puerto Rican culture. This is news to me. I'm gonna keep it a beat. This is huge news to me because they have their own swag. Like Italians have fucking yacht culture. I mean, they do have a drill scene, but like that's a different story altogether. That's insane. So Italians are stealing another thing. Let's check out this Sophie Hunter situation because I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I don't know why, but the video kind of gives me like the video kind of gives me like Filthy Frank.
Brian, I wish a bitch would not, please. I don't talk to my parents and my landlord is a Nazi. I'm loaded.
Okay. All right. You know, the flow is interesting to start off. Kind of reminds me of G-Eazy. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Like then hell it goes.
Okay. Oh, no stress. So I don't know how I feel about this girl, man. I don't know how I feel about this girl. She kind of gives off like a Richmond girl. If you guys don't know, I'm from Virginia, realistically. She gives off a few people that I know in Virginia. So I think she's just like an earthy chick that seems kind of dirty. Like I think that I think that's the reality of it. Where's she from? Does anybody know where Sophie's from? You know, I guess we could just look it up. Sophie Hunter. Let me see. Born in... This is not the right Sophie Hunter. She looks way too clean. Sophie Hunter, rapper. Oh. Oh no, she's from Brooklyn. She's from Brooklyn. That ass? Gotta be Williamsburg. You know what? No, that's not fair. I want to say that she's trying to be true to herself. I need a different track. 2 shots of Patron and I'm the problem, because there's no way, like, she just seems like it doesn't look like she's faking shit, right? I don't know. Maybe like Bushwick? I don't know. Let's see. Whoa, hold on.
2 shots of Patron, might just take your daddy home. What is that Patron and where the fuck can I get some? I like a super gun, cruise control. I'm a supernova, burnt as fuck, I'm super over.
She's actually kind of funky. Hold on.
Want you to take me out back and shoot it up.
Okay, the wardrobe is very Brooklyn. I don't know if she's a vulture. Heavily influenced by a lot of hip hop, but I don't know what she would be stealing from specifically.
Like a school. Might just take your daddy home. What is that Patron?
I need a different video. I need a different video. Oh. Wait.
Self-harm is a form of self-expression. Sex object. Yes, I am a lethal weapon. Come on.
Okay. No. So there's a lot when it comes to Brooklyn. You have a huge melting pot of like every culture. I mean, when you look at Jesus Christ, when you look at like early hip hop and how it came up with the punk scene, you'll have punk influences of fashion mixing in with the hip hop scene that it was. So I think I don't think she's like at least like blatantly stealing, in my opinion. You know, I don't speak for everybody, but in my opinion, I don't think she's blatantly stealing. I think she's being Brooklyn. So, you know, there's that. But this is crazy. So the thing Italians are doing, much fashion, it's noticeable, but tight culture that we notice, plus there's about 60,000 more, which like I didn't realize this. There's Dominicans living in Italy. That's so dope on like so many fronts. That's wild. That's actually crazy that Italians would be stealing Dominican culture. So like, can you give me examples? Like, you know, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Can you give me examples? So back to this Sasha Keable situation. It seems to me that a lot of people are just assuming as soon as a person has less melanin, they're automatically stealing. And I don't think that's necessarily fair, but it's natural to be skeptical. I think it's natural to be skeptical. Let me see. Oh, she got a joint with Isaiah Falls.
I know you've been through a lot.
Like being a part of this kind of vibe for singing, being in a video like this, I don't think this is something that you can like automatically just hop into and be comfortable. Like you can usually tell when somebody's out of place. Oh man, that shit's fire. Ooh, so this is technically an Isaiah Falls song. I hear what you're saying. This is technically an Isaiah Falls song. So let's go specifically. So we got Y, ooh, TLC, or no, Tai Chi. Tai Chi will do it.
How many times? How many times before
Right.
they learn these curves and it's
So,
no.
like her vocal style is very much influenced by Caribbean culture. Just keep it at a beam. It's influenced by a lot of Caribbean culture and a lot of African American culture. That early 2000s neo soul sound, it just is.
How long can see? How long can see?
Yeah, so this and Y sound like they could be on the same project. If we go to, oh yeah, Take Your Time. Which, wait, we gotta dial back to this outfit. Bro, I thought this outfit might be a little crazy. This outfit might be doing a little too much, because I've never seen anybody in some shit like this. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Yo, did you know that they don't have AC in like regular houses over there? Like the UK, I mean, they got healthcare, but they don't have AC. I just want to put that out there. So all the fans being here is just kind of funny to me. Either she's got like a great set designer, a great wardrobe person. Right. Like, this is just like some casual shit that would happen. That's what I'm saying. I think she's just Caribbean and American influenced. and probably grew up around a lot of West Indians. I'm being so honest, so for real.
Pussy golden, every feeling like a biggie now. Felt the urge, I made the texting do responding.
Damn, Patron to the head? All right, Hector, that's crazy. Wait, hold up. That sounds kind of crazy. I'm talking about the Hector dude who plays Hector in every film. I just want to put that out there. I need no smoke with anybody. Nah. This guy, okay? Hector. I just want no confusion from anybody, bro. Yo, shout out Hector. Okay? Shout out Hector. Anybody who says Sasha Keable's a culture vulture, they just need to do their homework and stop being like so hairpin triggerish. That's crazy.